What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be talking about how to stay away from a narcissist. How to stay away. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom, welcome back, folks. Yes. How do you stay away? How? Lee, I've been fighting, I've been struggling, I keep going back. No matter what they do, no matter how they treat me, I just keep going back. I can't stop it. Help. Those are the messages that I get, y'all. Those literally, word for word, some of the messages that I get right there say exactly that. I can't stop going back. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's a bunch of can't. It's a bunch of can't. They say I can't leave them alone. Even so, before we hop deep into today's episode, I do have a support group called the Mental Healers that you can join by checking out mentalhealness.net. Scroll to the bottom, you can find the support group and all my other stuff on there as well. But somebody in the group today put, I know I should leave them alone, but I can't. I can't leave them alone. And y'all know what I said? The first step, one of the first steps in being able to leave a narcissist or leave a toxic relationship for good is changing up your language. You have to change the way you talk, not only to others, but to yourself. To yourself more importantly. You know, really, you know what's crazy? I'm talking to y'all making this video, but I'm literally sitting in a room by myself, talking to myself. I'm using these words though, you see what I'm saying? But you have to get better at the words that you use for yourself. Like the human mind is both complicated and simple at the same time. The human mind is, when you say I can't, your brain is trying to get away from pain. Your brain doesn't want you to hurt, doesn't like feeling pain, doesn't like feeling the suffer, doesn't like feeling the struggle. So you know what your brain does? It tries to find the quickest way, the shortest route possible to get rid of the pain, to get rid of the suffering, to get rid of the trauma bond, to get rid of the feeling for not to get rid of the trauma bond, to get rid of the feeling from the trauma bond, the emotions from the trauma bond, the suffering, the hurt, the pain, right? So what does your brain do in this instance? Because you said I can't leave them alone, your brain tries to find a way to not leave them alone. Your brain tries to find a way to alleviate the pain as quick as possible. So how do you, if you're in no contact with somebody and you're hurting and you're in pain from being in no contact with that person, what's the fastest way to get rid of that pain from saying I can't? Hey boo, I know you've been treating me horribly for the last decade, but I miss you and I love you so much. I cannot believe that I left you for cheating on me. How silly of me. Your brain is going to find a way to justify you reaching out. Your brain is trying to get rid of pain. That's what your brain is trying to do. Your brain is trying to alleviate the pain and the suffering and the hurt. Your brain is trying to get rid of it. So you have to tell your brain a different story. You have to tell your brain you have to say something different to yourself. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You absolutely have to. Like, for real. You have to stop using the words I can't. I can't, I cannot, I won't, I don't want to. You have to start saying I can leave them alone. I can get over this. I can get through this hurt. I can get through this pain. I can not go back. I can't go back to them. So you can say I can't go back. But you just say I can't leave them alone. Your brain is going to say, okay, since you said it, since you thought it, since you said I can't leave them alone, so let's not leave them alone. That's the quickest way to get rid of the pain. So if you say the simplest way to a solution, so if you say I can't go back to them, your brain is going to find a way so it doesn't go back to them. I can't go back to them no matter how much it hurts. I cannot go back. I will not go back. I will stay no contact. I can't break no contact. Use better words. That's one of the most important things on healing and staying away from a toxic, narcissistic, abusive ass person is to use better words. I rolled my R. I rolled the R. How the hell I did that? My son be listening to Duolingo. I picked up rolling my R's. But that happens right there, y'all. Better language, better words, better verbiage to yourself. Treat yourself better. Like seriously, not only self-love and doing things for yourself, but self-love and how you talk to yourself. One of the tenets of self-love is self-compassion. And in order to be compassionate to yourself, you have to be nice to yourself. You have to talk to yourself better. You have to. No ifs and buts or chicken nuts about it. I want y'all to win. This is me wanting y'all to win. This is me just wanting y'all to thrive and survive and to keep moving forward. I promise you, this is the tip I'm on right now. Like, you have to use better language. That's the first way. Use better, more empowering language. Empower yourself as opposed to taking your own power away. Right? Got it? Good. The next thing you want to do is tell yourself the damn truth. Stop. Look, narcissists are liars, right? Narcissists be lying their asses off. They just do. Narcissists lie their asses off to the umpteenth power. This is just what narcissists and toxic people do, right? They just lie their asses off because they love it. So yeah, narcissists love to lie their asses off, and lying just works. Lying serves a purpose for them, so they're going to keep lying. But guess what else happens? They start lying so much to the survivors, to the thrivers, and to the victims and whatnot, that the victims sometimes start to lie to themselves about who the narcissist is, who the toxic person is, who the abuser is. You get to the point where you start questioning who the abusive person in this relationship is, and it starts to suck. It starts to become horrible. It starts to become a general cesspool within your mind. So when I say tell yourself the truth about who they are, it helps you alleviate the pain and suffering that you might be going through from not understanding who this person is, right? From not understanding that this person's intent, their full intent is to hurt, is to manipulate, is to try to be self-serving. Yeah, not all narcissists are the same, have come from this place of insidious intent, but most of them are. You know, most of them are. Like, most of them come from a place of insidious intent and try to hurt you and try to harm you once they have you locked in, right? And they just don't stop. When they start abusing you, get to the point where they gaslight you so much, they confuse you so much that you start questioning who is the actual abuser here. You start questioning who the actual toxic person is. You start questioning, are they as bad as you think they are? You know, because sometimes this is what happens too. This is why I notice also in my support group sometimes, and when I'm doing one-on-ones, some people start questioning the validity of what they're going through because they start comparing their stories to other people, right? Because you'll hear somebody else's story that might sound worse than yours, and you'll start comparing and contrasting, and you'll be like, well, mine's not that bad. You know, mine was toxic, it was abusive, it was a horrible relationship, but you know what? It wasn't as bad as these other stories that I've heard, so maybe I should go back in here. You start lying to yourself, maybe to think that it's okay to go back into it. You see what I'm saying? You start lying to yourself, thinking your mind it's fine to go back into it. Well, it wasn't as bad as it wasn't. Well, maybe it's not as bad as I thought because it's not as bad as this person's. You know, maybe it's not as bad as I thought because it's not as bad as that person's. Tell yourself the truth. Comparison can be the thief of joy, but it can also be the thief of healing. It can also be the thief of escape. It can also be the thief of staying away. Like, it can take away your power, take away your space, take away your dynamic. It can take away a lot from you, right? It just can. It's one of those things that can absolutely eliminate everything that you have going on within your mind. That's what narcissistic abusers do. That's what narcissistic people do. That's the thing that they do. Narcissistic people are going to try to confuse you to the point where you start questioning yourself. Am I the abuser? Am I the narcissist? Tell yourself the truth, y'all. Tell yourself the truth. The truth is hard, but it shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. It absolutely can if you allow it to. You have to allow the truth to set you free. You just can't say the truth will set you free and be free. You have to allow it to set you free. You have to tell yourself the truth. Write it down. Do a video diary if you need to. Document things. Document every single thing. Write down everything that you've been through. This is part of, like, telling yourself the truth about who they are. Sometimes makes documenting. That's the reason you document things. That's the reason you record conversations and whatnot. That's the reason you do a lot of different things. There are like some psychopathic people out there in the world, yo. I'm telling you. I talked to a lady the other day. I told this lady, she watched my videos. Like, I'm worried about her because she's not just dealing with a narcissist. She's dealing with a psychopath. And he's a psychopath. She started recording him, and he noticed. One time he noticed that she was recording him, and he switched up while he heard the beep. And he switched up his whole attitude. She said he was yelling and screaming and going crazy, but he heard the beep of me recording him. Also, he was nice and sweet and just saying, I'm sorry you did this. I'm sorry that happened to you. And then at the end of the video, you can hear him say, are you done? Are you done? His voice changed. Are you done recording me yet? Like psycho stuff. That's psycho. That's psychotic. That's psychotic. But you have to tell yourself the truth that that's psychotic. There's not, you can't let, well, he was nice later on. Who nice later on? Yeah, because that keeps you confused. Tell yourself the truth about who they are and believe yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself the truth and then not believe in the truth that you told. The truth as told by you, you don't believe it. That's crazy. You tell yourself the truth about this person. Have recordings, have documentations, have video evidence. You have all of this stuff, right? And then you still don't believe it. That's what I'm saying. You have to fall in line with you. You have to love you. You have to empower you. You have to do a lot of this stuff right here. This is what's going on. This is what's going to happen, right? This is the type of mindset that you have to have. Tell yourself the truth and believe it. Don't just tell yourself the truth and keep moving forward. Tell yourself the truth and absolutely believe it and follow through with it. You have to, y'all. This is how you win. This is how you stay away. Get a support system. Next thing you want to do, last thing you want to do, like I said, if you don't have a support system, it's so important. It's harder to do this by yourself. It is not me trying to sell you my support group. You don't even have to join my support group. You can if you want to. Like I said, mentalhealness.net. It's been scrolling across the bottom of the screen the whole time. Or you can join somebody else's support group. I have friends. Lisa Sunny, Stronger Than Before, has a support group. Dr. Curry McAvoy has a support group. If you don't want to use me, find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be me. I would love to help you, but it doesn't have to be me because I want you to go get help. You see what I'm saying? Like I want you to go get help. Stronger Than Before. Lisa Sunny. Who else? The Roller Coaster Love still have one? I'm not sure if she still has one. I know Sinful, SYNFUL. I know she has one. You know, get a support group and listen to your support group. Your support group can be your friends and family as well if they understand what you're going through. A support group that doesn't understand you cannot help you out. A support group that doesn't understand you can't, like I said, they will sometimes make you go back to it. Well, it wasn't that bad. You know, you try to tell yourself the truth and they're telling you, sorry. You're trying to tell yourself the truth and your support group is telling you that it's not that bad. Well, you're making it up. Did that really happen the way you thought it did? Well, that doesn't sound as bad. Well, you going to give up on that because of that? You're going to let one little cheat, one little outside pregnancy end your relationship? Make sure you have a good support group. Support groups are important. The quality is important, not the quantity. I see some groups on there with like 15,000 people. That's quality. That's quantity. I don't know what the quality is like in a support group full of 15,000 people. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into this episode. Hope you watch this with some clarity. Hope you watch this in peace. Hope it helps you stay away. Tell yourself the truth. Believe it. Stop lying to yourself. Be strong. Be empowered. You know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you made it this far, also, if you're in the Washington, D.C. area on September the 14th, we have a live in-person support group in D.C. from 12 to 4 in Washington, D.C. You can find that at mentalhealness.net/events, or you can scroll to the bottom and see the DC event coming to your way September the 14th, 2024. If you've seen this past that date, it's already happened. But we have other events coming up too. Like and subscribe. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.